Hi YouTube! How are you all? Beautiful people, handsome, kind people. Today we are watching, it's not a food how-to, it's toilet paper rolls. I don't think I've ever seen a video like this. Yeah, I don't think I've watched a video like this. I don't even know how toilet paper is made, but I am keen to know. So stay tuned if you don't know. And apparently the title of this goddamn video is how toilet paper rolls are made. This is how 83 million toilet paper rolls are produced. You know, if you ever want to get into a business, make toilet paper because everyone needs it every single day, everywhere. Like if you own a business, a house, like just even if you have shelter, like you need toilet paper. So build your own goddamn brand. Make like sustainable ones, like from leaves or something like that can help the planet, because I don't know if it's sustainable. Like toilet paper is sustainable? What are they made out of? Like pollution or like what? I don't know. Okay, I guess we'll see. But shop at sntjewelry.com. Thank you for those that have placed an order and that support me. I love you. Thank you so much. I know who you are because I can see whenever you basically purchase from YouTube. I don't know. Anyways, but yeah, thank you. And thank you for all the support. I just wanted to say that. But yeah, let's watch.
Every day, about 83 million rolls of toilet paper are consumed worldwide.
Toilet
it's
paper.
One of the most essential items in our homes. But
Yeah.
How is toilet paper made? We visited a paper factory to uncover the process behind its production.
Can you make toilet paper at home?
Toilet paper was developed in 1857 by American entrepreneur Joseph Gady, who introduced it to the market under the name therapeutic paper. In its early years, it was sold in packages of pre-cut sheets.
Oh my god, no way. Imagine you have to pull a sheet out. Wipe.
The innovation came in 1890 with the invention of the roll format, revolutionizing its use and making it more practical and accessible. It's estimated that each person uses...
Why don't they make them into like a cube, like a square, so you can be like, pull it, pull it. You can pull like one at a time, you know? I feel like a rolling, like is that a cylinder? Cylinder shape or circle shape or whatever. You know, sometimes you end up taking too much and you're like, oh, I don't need this, but I don't need to wipe anymore, so I might as well use it. So it's like a waste sometimes, you know? And sometimes you just, you know, take too little, so you have to like take a whole bunch more and it's just a waste, so...
uses approximately 100 rolls of toilet paper a year, amounting to about 21 billion rolls globally.
Whoa.
That's enough to wrap around the earth multiple times. To reduce tree
That's
cutting,
big
the industry heavily relies on recycling other types of paper.
Yeah.
However, transforming rough, used paper into soft, white, absorbent toilet paper is a complex process developed over the last 150 years. At this impressive paper factory, high-quality toilet paper is produced using an innovative recycling process that gives discarded paper a new purpose. The cycle begins with the arrival of tons of paper from schools, offices, and universities. Every
cardboard,
sheet that enters
right?
the plant undergoes a meticulous selection process, distinguishing between office paper, magazines, and newspapers that meet rigorous purity standards.
Imagine you get a toilet paper and it's like silky, like a magazine. You're like, what the hell is this? Oh no. We need like the rough ones.
Only the brightest and highest quality papers are chosen for this remarkable transformation.
Brightest and highest? How do you know it's the like, what if it's a soggy paper? What if it's a dirty paper? Like, how do you know it's the highest and like greatest quality? Like, it makes absolutely no sense. It's just the material, like what's good, like what kind of material is it? That's it.
Chosen for this remarkable transformation. These high-quality papers have strong fibers and are easy to process into soft toilet paper. Once the
Toilet
paper is collected
paper.
and sorted, it is temporarily stored in large bales. These compacted bales allow large amounts of recycled paper to take up less space, facilitating storage in the factory. The transformation process then begins, recycling about 200 tons of paper daily. The recycled paper is fed into a machine known as a pulpier, a large industrial tank resembling a giant blender.
Oh, that's cool.
It mixes water and recycled paper at high speeds, breaking the paper down into its basic fibers. A large amount of water is added since the breakdown process requires the paper to be fully saturated to separate the fibers. This creates a
Looks
watery
like
suspension
soggy
called
rice.
pulp. Once inside the pulpier, rotating
Do you think
blades
paper
vigorously
smells?
mix the paper in water. This agitation breaks the paper into small particles, releasing the cellulose fibers that originally made up the paper. The process lasts about 10
Looks like
minutes.
food.
As the paper is agitated,
Never mind.
the cellulose fibers separate, creating a fibrous liquid pulp.
That's cool.
These fibers are long and flexible, essential for forming new sheets of paper. After the paper has been turned into pulp, impurities or unwanted materials must be removed. The first cleaning step involved passing the pulp through a series of screens to filter out larger particles that didn't dissolve. These screens act like sieves, capturing impurities larger than the cellulose fibers, such as staples, plastic bits, adhesives, and other residual materials. Despite undergoing several cleaning machines, the pulp remains dark due to its primary contaminant, ink. A common technique for removing ink is flotation. In this process, air is introduced into the pulp, creating bubbles. Special chemical agents called surfactants are added to the pulp to make ink particles adhere to the air bubbles. As the bubbles rise to the surface, they carry the ink particles with them, forming a foam that is skimmed
Jeez,
off.
this is a long process.
Once de-inked, the pulp goes through rollers that squeeze out excess water, partially drying it to prepare it for bleaching. Rotating blades then cut the pulp to ready it for bleaching, transforming it from gray to white. The cellulose pulp, now recycled and impurity-free, still doesn't appear white due to lignin from materials like newspapers, which make up about 5 to 10% of the input. Removing lignin requires a chemical bleaching process inside a large tank called a bleach tower. Here, the pulp is treated with chemicals for a few minutes at a controlled temperature, achieving the whiteness needed for toilet paper. To give toilet paper its characteristic strength and softness, two
Why does it
types
look
of
like
virgin
food?
fibers are used,
Like pudding or
short
something.
fibers from hardwood for brightness and softness, and long fibers from softwoods for durability. The bleached pulp is then spread onto a plate and passed through a powerful dryer. Most of the water in the pulp is removed, allowing the fibers to bond and form a solid sheet. In less than a second, the pulp becomes a thin paper sheet just 1/10 of a millimeter thick.
Jeez.
Once formed,
1/10
the sheet is
of a
rolled into
millimeter.
giant rolls called
0.01.
parrot rolls, each capable of holding up to 75 kilometers of paper. These large rolls are later reduced into thousands of smaller rolls, about 10 centimeters wide, as commonly used in bathrooms. The parrot rolls are transported to the factory's conversion section, where they undergo mechanical operations to cut the paper into smaller rolls. The process begins by unwinding the parrot rolls, preparing the paper for cutting and processing into the familiar toilet paper rolls. Perforations are
much
then
they
added
make
to the
each
paper
day,
to allow
though.
easy tearing into convenient-sized sheets, typically 10 to 12 centimeters long. Embossing gives the paper texture and thickness while enhancing its softness. In another part of the factory, 80-centimeter wide cardboard sheets are glued diagonally to form continuous cardboard tubes, later cut into 165-centimeter sections. These tubes are sent to the winding section, where two paper layers combine to create two-ply toilet paper. The paper is wound onto the tubes to form wide rolls.
Wow.
Once a roll is complete, an automatic blade cuts it, and the process continues with the next tube. The roll's end is sealed with glue to prevent unraveling, and a circular saw
they
cuts
cut
the
it.
roll into 16 standard 10-centimeter wide rolls. The toilet paper is ready for packaging. Rolls intended for commercial use are individually wrapped in paper, while household rolls are packaged in clear plastic in bundles of 4 to 30 units. And that's how, in about 15 hours, tons of used paper and cellulose fibers are ready to re-enter society as toilet paper.
Wow,
Like the video if you enjoyed it, and share it with
the video. Yeah, like how much do you think they produce in a day? And like imagine, like that's a big machine, right? Just for like a million different process. Excuse me, like recycling the paper, bleaching the paper, cutting it, like all that is a long process. And like imagine if a small part of the a machine, like anywhere, is like slightly off, or like just not turned all the way up, like the bleaching is not turned all the way up, and apparently maybe like the wrong portion of bleaching is in there, so your toilet paper formula is different. Like it can all go bad really fast, and the machine's just so fast to a point where you've already wasted so much paper. But yeah, you wouldn't and plus like you have to pick one every like 1,000 toilet paper just to try it out and see, okay, like is it working, like are we going, like quality check basically. But yeah, it'd be so cool to like own a toilet paper company. I feel like I would like create so many different, like 3 different toilet paper brands, and then be like, oh, they're different brands and different people, but they're like different price range in a way. This one's the premium one, this one's the affordable one, this one's the middle class one, like anyways, business idea. I don't know if anyone wants to start a toilet paper company. Email me. Don't email me, please. Okay, that's it. Thank you so much for watching. Again, have a great day, great night. It is 3 a.m. and now I have to edit this video, so wish me luck. But yeah, bye.